Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently pouring money into the inventions, and we're getting caught up on this. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting pretty close. So that's great. I'm not really picking and choosing which of these I want, I'm just going for the oldest first, because I want to get them out of the way before they get more expensive, because they are going to. We do have a scorned family, but let's just go for this regimental standard. Okay, we have another tier 8 tech. Exciting. Well, we're doing okay on the research points for now. Still another while until these civic advances are done, and we're making quite a lot of money. So we're able to get one of these every couple of months, which is rather great. And for right now, we're just allowing our population to build up. You can see the population map mode here. Our population is doing relatively well. And you can compare this to, say... I mean, we're pretty comparable to, say, Kush right now, but we're doing okay. We've got population here and there. Of course, there is the trade goods map mode, but that's not hugely useful right now, and I don't know why I'm here. Veneration of Ancestors, we usually do leave them be, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, we do have a scorned family. As soon as we have a job available for them that they're actually qualified for, we'll give them that. It'll be fine. We're currently losing legitimacy every month, mostly due to ruler unpopularity. Can we do anything about that? Like, can we take any action? We could prove legitimacy. That would maybe be a good thing to do. We'll start doing that. Axum is offering us assistance. We don't need manpower. We don't need political influence. That is a tiny amount of funds, but okay. Whatever. We'll go ahead and go for the Hand Abacus, I think, for... Actually, National Manpower would be slightly better. There we go. That puts our max up to 204k. That's good. I don't want to be sitting at our max, if at all possible. Oh, hello. Egypt is currently in a civil war against Phrygia. They would still defend Kush. Okay. Well, maybe they'll drop this guarantee. I hope they will. This is really, really annoying that they're guaranteeing that. Hopefully they will, but they probably won't. So we're making 45 per month right now, which is great. We still have a bunch of inventions to get before we start hitting level 11, or rather level 12 advances. So that'll be a little bit. Now, this guy here, the Governor of Arabia Felix, his loyalty is still going down. We could bribe him again. And I think I'm going to do that. And then impose corruption sanctions. No, I'm not gonna do that. Will I? I don't think I will. Okay, so we should go for Hand Abacus. Freeman Happiness. There we go. Fantastic. That actually got us another row of inventions gone. And our lowest level one now is this level 9 invention. That's great. Gotta get these done. Provincial loyalty increase. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, we do want these level 10 techs, but there are several... Or actually, there's just the one level 9 tech. There's a few level 11 techs. But overall, yeah, not bad at all. So economically, where are we at for fort maintenance? We're at ignored garrisons right now. And I'm just wondering, do we want to change this? This is on Woad. Interesting. Tribesmen. So a tribal settlement? Maybe so. We really don't need a fort there. We don't really need a fort here either, but that's a city. Arthritis? Okay, whatever. We don't really need a fort here either. That's incense that it produces. That's a little bit saddening. Okay. So we've got a granary fire in Arabia Felix. We can pay 100 to fix it. And I think that's what we're going to do. We can't really afford to lose Arabia Felix's loyalty. So, yeah, that'll be fine. I really want to get these techs done, though. Ideally before this level 11 comes in. 10 years behind right now. But by the time we jump up there, we should be basically right on time. So I think we'll be good in that front. We've got about 5 years before this comes in, and we start getting level 12 techs. Flocking to the banner. You know what? Sure. Get your cohorts. You know what? I don't like your cohorts. Get out of here. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. So, what is going on up here? We're taking a small amount of attrition due to being above the supply limit and desert. This is because there is currently a desert storm here. Okay. We'll be fine once that desert storm passes. And it's not like we're hurting for manpower right now, in all honesty. Let's get ourselves that sweet, sweet reduced governship. There we go. We're making good progress on these techs. Once we get these under control, then I think we prioritize money into inventions, and then after that, money will go into cities. And then after that, like, we're gonna need to make sure... Well, actually... Because I was thinking, producing food for cities is kind of difficult and requires a bit of a hinterland, but does it? So let's take a look at the trade goods map mode. And say, here, fish. So we produce 2 fish here right now. Every 9 slave pop will provide an additional +1 fish. Now is that because of the farming settlement? Yes. Slaves needed for local surplus -5. But if we were to look at a city here, like this one, let's just take a quick look here. Is there a slaves needed for local surplus reduction for cities? There's slave output, slave happiness, and ideal fraction. Population output, city building slots, local import route, state religion happiness. So no, there's no way to reduce the amount of slave pop for an additional surplus for a city. Interesting. So it's definitely going to be slightly less efficient in a city, but that said, you can get a much, much higher population of slaves in a city. So, for example, 61 slaves. And they would be outputting mostly taxes. So 61 divided by 14 would be divided by 14, 4.3. So it would be outputting 4 fish. Yeah, because we can't get the reduction... This is not fish. This is fish. Because we can't get the reduction needed for local surplus, I think it is more efficient to run farming settlements in food-producing locations. Everything else should probably be upgraded to cities, though. I just think it's a little bit strange that there's no way to reduce the slaves needed for production in a city. I mean, to some degree, I guess that makes sense, because you're just like, well, you're developing the entire area, there's not anywhere to build farms. Sure. It's just a little weird. Just game design-wise. But I guess that makes sense. Okay, what do we got going on here? We've got food reduction primarily due to, I believe, our attrition that we're taking here. From unit attrition in province. Yeah, there's some of that going on. But we can definitely import some fish. There we go. Now we're making enough food here. And I would also like to import another slave to here, so that we're not taking attrition here anymore. Excellent. Now the Meroian army, oh, the Armenian Civil War ended. The Armenian army, or the Meroian, in fact, needs a leader, and this guy will do the trick. There is a Scorn family, but they weren't good at it, so they don't get to be in charge. That's what you get for not being good at things. See, we would end up paying like 15 more per month. Interesting. So if we have a real loyalty issue, we can potentially do that. But I think that's not a good idea for now. And I do think that anywhere that produces food should definitely just be a farming settlement. So let's just kind of go through here. Like vegetables here, this is a settlement. Excellent. Now, wild game is not actually food. We can get an invention, and rank 10 inventions are actually the lowest for us to get. And so we shall grab that. Fantastic. Cloth there. Vegetables here, that's a farming settlement. I'm just double checking right now that anything that actually produces food... Oh, hello. You can be flogged. I'm going to go back down to speed 3. Anything that actually produces food, I don't want it to be a city. Oh, hello. Pretenders in Kush can now be supported with a new character interaction. The recent death of the Kushan ruler has caused a great deal of political disturbance in the country. Eager to take advantage of this situation, numerous lackeys, pretenders, and legitimate claimants to the throne have risen up to bear arms against their newly crowned Idi, Pedubast I Harsiotes. Okay, Harsiotes. Yeah, there we go. That was just a little bit of an unfamiliar one. As the nation of Kush is of interest to us, it might be that we can exert certain influences over the more rowdy pretenders in the hope of plunging their nation into further turmoil. Interesting. Very interesting. I do want a Blessing of Oratal. Okay, and this is all earthenware here. Wood, cloth, base metal, blah, 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 blah. What do we got going on here? Not much food. Wild game, wood, dates, stone, camels, salt, fish. That's a settlement. Do we have no food generating places that are actually cities? I'm beginning to think we don't. I mean, that would be a good thing. Let's see, this produces fish. That's a settlement. That's a settlement. Settlement, settlement. Honey, is that food? No, that's not food. Livestock. I don't think we have any cities that produce food. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what's going on in Kush. So there's this guy. Now, did it say that we can do it through here? through influencing a character? Well, I want to continue proving legitimacy, but... I mean, I definitely want... We have a CB on them, right? We do. We have a CB to take a loot. Egypt would currently join. But I'd like to support rebels. This is going to cost us 2 aggressive expansion. It's going to slow down our shrinking of our aggressive expansion, but that's okay. And we'll join any rebellions that happen. So yes, we will support these rebels. I'm fine with this. Please give me rebels. Well, not me rebels, but give them rebels. That would be nice. Okay, so these are... Oh, this is a tier 7 tech. This one wasn't available before, but fort defense, yeah, that'll be fine. We're definitely going to want to get this. So, I'm going to go ahead and go back to speed 4 for now. Since I'm not really doing anything actively, we're just waiting for money to tick in and maybe something to happen with Kush over here. And this might be a way to break them out of the guarantee with Egypt. That would be really, really nice. I'd love it if they weren't guaranteed by Egypt anymore. And also, we're kind of itching for a war because we're getting close to our manpower cap. So, that's going to need to be a thing. Okay, our support for pretenders is coming down, as is our ruler corruption, it would appear. We don't have anything currently in construction, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I really want to get caught up on these techs. So that's going to be very important. What year is it? 72 BCE. Okay, when's the end period? I think it's about 100 years from now. So we've got a little bit of time left. I definitely want to take over Kush before we move into Crusader Kings. Okay, there's level 11 on religious advances. That's fine. These are all level 11 techs here. Ruler popularity gain would be awful good. But I want to grab these older ones first. Okay, fort defense and assault ability. We don't really use assaulting, but we got to get these inventions done. Minus 0.5% experience decay would actually be amazing. Our experience is struggling to get further than 50%. So that would actually be huge. We're going to go ahead and do population growth. This is in Moselon, so we probably still have some food issue, or not food issues, but probably still have some remnants of our food issues, as in dead pops down there. So we should do something about that. And I think the next tech that I want to get is actually active drill. 0.5% of experience decay reduction means that we can drill our armies higher than 50% experience. So that would be great. There's our tier 11 martial advances. And actually it changed what we can do. Supply limit increase would be nice. Okay, this guy is the governor of Arabia Felix. He just died. That is fantastic. We'll put this guy in. And then I think we don't really need to do too much over here. It's just that our governors of Arabia Felix just tend to be bumbling buffoons. But this guy's skill 11, so hopefully he'll actually do a good job. Now, how can we see what's going on over here with our rebel support? Not a whole lot are disloyal right now. They have no risk of rebellion currently. Okay. Good to know. I think we're going for exclusively tier 10 techs now, and there's only this one currently available. So we'll grab that one. And then in our tech, yeah, we currently only have access to tier 11 techs, but I'm pretty sure that there are actually some hidden ones that are lower level. So I think the next thing we go for is the logistics division to have our supply limit increased. That'll help us a fair amount, really. So yeah, that's definitely what we go for next in terms of inventions, although... More score cost. Monthly loyalty for... Is that just everyone? Or just governors? The tooltip seems to indicate that it's just governors. If it's governors and generals, that would be huge. Our physician just died, though, so we're going to need a new one of them. Oh, perfect. The most qualified guy, also a scorned family. That's what I like to see. So, currently, yeah, we're going to need to... Hang on. I'm going to pause the game here. Let's take a look at this guy. The general of the Acme army. No, I don't want to put in a new commander here. What I want to do is I want to look at this. Loyalty is going up by 0.04 each month. Okay. So, if I were to go in here and grab administrative patronage, now it should be 0.05 per month, unless this is only governors. We may have to wait for a month tick for it to turn up. No. It counts for generals too. That's huge. Okay. I'm a very big fan of that one. These techs are quite powerful. Okay, so this is a tier 7 invention. So we're definitely going to need to grab this next. That's an aggressive expansion impact. That's only when we actually capture territory. So how is the Civil War doing? I mean... There's a lot of jockeying going on over there. I could claim the province of Alana. And I think we'll go ahead and do that. So this is a loot down here. This is what we claimed previously, but we can also claim Alana. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. We are currently getting close to our maximum manpower, which I'm not a huge fan of. The question is, do we go ahead and fight Egypt and Kush? I mean, the thing about that is, I'm not too scared of Egypt. They dropped their alliance with Rome at some point. Probably because of the civil war with Phrygia? Interesting. Any way to earn money here? No. Okay, so this guy is the governor of Nubia. Okay, well, he's doing a good job, I think. Actually, I don't think that at all, but I want it to go away. Okay, so we'll grab that. Steganography, huh? Okay. Well, that's what we'll go for next. We are so far behind on these inventions, it's not even funny. We're definitely going to have tier 12 inventions coming in. So we need a new high priest, and this is the guy. Excellent. So what exactly is our rebel support doing? Okay, it gives internal unhappiness in wrong culture pops, and they have a CB against us for supporting rebels, but there's no way they declare on us. We can grab a military tradition, and we're going to need to start going down this center one, which will be fine. Okay, this guy made a miraculous recovery. Good job, General of the Hadramid Army. And we're going to be hitting that maximum manpower very soon. I mean, Egypt is still embroiled in a different war. This civil war here. They're fighting Phrygia. It's Egypt versus Phrygia. Egypt is losing this war. They're also at war with the Seleucid Empire, Armenia, Cyrenaica, and Kadar. So that's probably why they're losing that war. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and grab steganography. There we go. Permanent ambassadors next. Okay, fair enough. Well, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode... Oh, there's our civic advances going to 12. Excellent. Next episode, we will see if we can maybe find a way to fight Kush without fighting Egypt. Maybe. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.